Capital and revenue receipts to be discussed today. Already in the previous class, we have discussed about capital expenditure and revenue expenditure. The difference between both was also explained to you with examples. All those who joined the class, they know it well. Today, capital receipts and revenue receipts. Capital receipts and revenue receipts are also similar to capital expenditure and revenue expenditure in terms of the concept you see. Capital receipts. Capital receipts are those receipts which are received or obtained out of capital profits. Capital profit. Capital profit means these receipts. These receipts are the receipts which we get out of non-operating activities. The business activities से जो अलग no you get out of non-business activities or non-operating activities, it is known as capital receipt, capital gain, like profit from sale of assets, fixed assets. Sometimes we sell our assets, fixed assets, and we gain profit. Earning profit out of our fixed assets is not our business, right? So it is a non-operating income. It is an income which is not our business income, not a regular income. We do not sell assets daily. We do not sell assets on regular basis. Therefore, these assets, when we sell and earn some profit, it is known as capital gain or capital receipt. Whatever capital is contributed by proprietors or partners or money obtained from issue of shares or debentures, these all are capital receipts. These all are capital receipts. We obtain loans. They are our capital receipts. Also, amount received by way of investments, no? Whatever investments are made out of sale of investment or fixed asset, interest received on our investments, dividend received on shares, these all are capital receipts. Capital receipts are irregular in nature. Capital receipts are not recurring in nature. Capital receipts are receipts which are not from the business activity. Non-business activities. These receipts, these incomes are non-business activities से जो कुछ भी हमें receive होता है. Whereas revenue receipts are those which are obtained out of normal business activities. What are normal business activities? Like sale of goods and services. We receive commission, we receive fees, interest and dividends. Whatever amount is received from the business, from our normal routine business activities, it is known as revenue receipts. These receipts are regular in nature. This type of inflow of cash is regular in business. It occurs daily, right? This type of money is received on regular basis in our business organizations, right? It is very important for business to do such expenses, revenue expenses, and also to receive regular receipts. Regular receipts are for regular and are for revenue. These type of receipts help business to maintain its earning capacity. Working capital requirement. Working capital requirement means current assets minus current liabilities. A firm should always have sufficient cash, sufficient amount to maintain its day-to-day operations activities. For that, current assets should be more than the current liabilities. Working capital is current asset minus current liabilities. Current assets should always be greater than current liabilities to maintain good working capital. To maintain good working capital, current assets should always be greater than current liabilities so that it can be in a proper condition to run the business. Turn on your camera, Anjali, Asay and Ishika. Turn your camera on, otherwise I will remove you from the class. How many times you are told? Asay. Then there is deferred revenue expenditure. Deferred revenue expenditure. These type of expenditure are such the benefits of which is derived in more than 1 year, over a number of years, to 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, maybe more than 5 years also. The benefit of these type of expenditures are not limited to the current accounting year. Benefits of these type of expenditures, benefits out of these expenditures, it will be for the firm for more than 3 or 4 years. Can anybody give me the example? Is there anybody who can give me any example of such type of expenditure जिसका benefit firm को एक से ज़्यादा years में मिलता हो? Not on the same year. I give you another example. Suppose we pay wages to our workers. Company pays wages to the worker. Worker will work for the day. You pay him. आपने खर्चा किया और उसने आपका काम किया. Something is on rent. आपने उसका rent दिया because you have used it. But there are certain expenditure जिनका फायदा इस साल भी मिलेगा, अगले साल भी मिलेगा, उससे अगले साल भी मिलेगा, and it will continue to give you benefit for a long duration of time. तो इस तरह का कोई एग्जाम्पल कोई बता सकता है? In which the benefit will be derived over a number of years. Rini, any idea? Sakshi, any idea about such type of expenditure? Prince? No idea? I give you the example. Advertisement, marketing, lot of expenditure is done on the marketing of a product, on the advertisement of the product, hoardings, pamphlets, in social media, in print media, in digital, in all type of medias, the advertisements, the marketing of the product is done, and because of that the customers develop a trust of faith in the product. They come to know about the product. Once a advertisement board is put somewhere, it will continue to give the benefit in the coming years also. It is for many years, right? It is for many years. Such type of expenditure, when it is done, the benefit will be for more than 1 year. It will be in the next year also. The reputation, the goodwill of the firm increases, and on the basis of that, the company earns its customers back again and again. Customer visit you again and again, and that gives company a regular source of income or profit. That is why these type of expenditures are known as deferred revenue expenditure. Deferred revenue expenditure, which are revenue in nature, but the benefit is not for the current year only. The benefit is for more than 1 year. The benefit is derived for more than a year. That is why it is known as deferred revenue expenditure. And also this expenditure, whole of the expenditure is not debited to profit and loss account in the same year. Whole expenditure is not debited to profit and loss account in the same year. Same year means अगर suppose expenditure है advertisement में, suppose we have spent 2 lakh rupees. If an expenditure of 2 lakh rupees is done on advertisement, this 2 lakh rupees will not be debited to profit and loss account in the 1 year, because we think it will give us benefit for minimum 5 years. For minimum 5 years, this is going to benefit the firm, benefit the company. So 2 lakh will be divided in 5 years. 2 lakh will be divided in 5 years. That will be 2 lakh divided by 5 rupees. Rupees 40,000 each year. Rupees 40,000 each year will be transferred to profit and loss account or debited to profit and loss account. Only 40,000 per year will be debited to profit and loss account. It means, suppose the profit for the year is 4 lakh rupees, we will only subtract 40,000 out of it as an expense for advertisement. Each year 40,000 will be shown as advertisement expenditure. Expenditure for advertisement per year will be shown only 40,000. It is known as writing off deferred revenue expenditure account. Deferred revenue expenditure जो कि 2 लाख रुपए है, it will be debited each year 40,000, considering benefit for 5 years. So it will be written off in 5 years. Every year 40,000 will be subtracted from the profit. Because if we subtract whole 2 lakh rupees, full amount of 2 lakh rupees in 1 year only, that year's profit will be huge. Share of profit will be eaten up by the deferred revenue expenditure. The profits will come down suddenly. Therefore, it is not wise enough to do such treatment. The benefit will be derived in many years. Therefore, each year we write off some portion of this expenditure and debit it to the profit and loss account. We charge it to profit and loss account, not in a single year, but in many years. It can be 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, or 7 years. This is all in this chapter, capital and revenue. We will do one more chapter, chapter number 19, rectification of errors. Rectification of errors. In your December exam, up to chapter number 20 is the syllabus for accountancy. Up to chapter number 20 is the syllabus for accountancy. And in business, up to internal trade, chapter number 1 से लेकर internal trade तक business syllabus. You will have 3 hours paper of each subject. बोर्ड के हिसाब से जैसा बोर्ड में पेपर होता है 80 marks paper will be there. Okay, 3 hours it will be. Written exam offline. So be prepared for it. Each and every numerical chapter is important. In this chapter, we have discussed about capital and revenue, income and expenditure, receipts and expenditure, capital receipts and revenue receipts, capital expenditure and revenue expenditure. Also, we discussed, I told you about deferred revenue expenditure. Deferred revenue expenditure. Deferred revenue expenditure are those which are treated as revenue expenditure, but the benefit of which is derived in more than 1 year. In more than 1 year. The benefit of such type of expenditures are written off. The benefit of such type of expenditures, because they are derived for more than 1 year, so they are written off in 4 or 5 years, estimating the benefit it would derive. I gave you the example. Advertisement, suppose 2 lakh rupees is the expenditure done, and company assumes that it will derive benefits for maximum 5 years. So this 2 lakh rupees should be written off or debited to profit and loss account in 5 years, 40,000 each year. And yesterday we discussed about capital expenditure and revenue expenditure. Revenue expenditure is that which is done for normal routine business activities. Revenue expenditure, I gave you the examples like payment of salaries, payment of wages, payment of commission, payment of rent, goods purchased, services availed. All these are normal business activities, routine activities for the business, और इनमें जो खर्चा किया जाता है that is known as revenue expenditure. These type of expenditure gives us the benefit over the same accounting period. Depreciation, charge on assets, loss on sale of assets, normal fixed assets, expenditure for transportation, expenditure for repairs, maintenance. All these expenses are normal business expenses, routine expenses, which are necessary for a business to be born. Otherwise, business will not be able to earn profit. तो ये expenses करने जरूरी होते हैं. All those expenses which are compulsory for a firm to incur so that its earning capacity is maintained are known as revenue expenditure. Revenue expenditure. एक और बताया था आपको capital expenditure. I am revising it. Capital expenditure are those which are for the purchase of or acquisition of fixed assets, tangible assets. हमें अगर फिक्स्ड टेंजिबल असेट्स अपने बिजनेस को बढ़ाना है तो हमें एसेट्स इंक्रीज करनी होंगी, हमें एसेट्स को अपग्रेड करना होगा. सो टू अक्वायर न्यू एसेट्स और इंक्रीज द वैल्यू ऑफ फिक्स्ड असेट, इनमें जो भी खर्चा करते हैं दैट इज नोन एज कैपिटल एक्सपेंडिचर. परचेज ऑफ लैंड एंड बिल्डिंग, परचेज ऑफ प्लांट एंड मशीनरी, furniture, all these are capital expenditure. The benefit of these type of expenditure is also over a long period of time. These type of expenditure increases the earning capacity of the business. These type of expenditure are very important to expand our business for expansion and growth. So in these type of expenditure are heavy expenditure. These type of expenditure are heavy expenditure. They should be done with great, thinking, analysis, and a lot of time should be spent to take such decisions, because these type of decisions, if they are reversed, they give huge losses. These are normally irreversible decisions on big assets, on expansion, growth. So because huge amount is involved in it, huge loss is also there. So if earning capacity of a business is to be improved, then this capital expenditure is must, because it provides new assets, plant and machinery, land and building is purchased, and these type of expenditure give benefits over a longer period of time, more than 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, like that. Revenue expenditure yields benefits for the current accounting period only, current accounting year only. All the revenue expenditures are debited to trading and profit and loss account. Revenue expenditures are shown in trading and profit and loss account, whereas capital expenditures are shown in balance sheet. In the difference, you should know where are they shown. The revenue expenditure is debited to profit and loss account, either trading account or profit and loss account, whereas capital expenditure, they are shown in the balance sheet asset side, because they are the assets of the firm. We acquire the assets, we purchase asset, we increase the value of asset, and we spend lot of money on it. That is why it is shown there. Revenue expenditure maintain the earning capacity of the business. If we do regular repairs, regular maintenance of the organization, if we do regular replacement of assets, so छोटी मोटी जो उसमें वो हो जाती है, मशीनरी के पार्ट्स वगैरह रिप्लेस करने पड़ते हैं, रिपेयर करना पड़ता है उनको, मेंटेनेंस करनी पड़ती है, ओवरहॉलिंग करनी पड़ती है, ग्रीसिंग करनी पड़ती है, व्हाइट वॉशिंग ऑफ द बिल्डिंग करनी पड़ती है, डेली की वेजेस देनी पड़ती है, सैलरीज, रेंट, कमीशन, all these are very, very important expenses for the business to incur, so that the business continues to earn regular profits. But if a firm wants that the earning capacity of the business should be increased, then it has to incur capital expenditure. It has to increase the number of assets. It has to increase the production capacity. It has to increase the amount of goods purchased and sold. It has to increase the scale of operation. It should be more and more. So there arises the need of expansion and growth of the firm. And for this expansion and growth, huge amount of capital is required. Therefore, the business should invest properly. after a lot of thinking, after a lot of observations, experiences, and surveys and studies. Also, the nature of revenue expenditure is nominal. Nominal. Nominal means all revenue expenditures are debited. Debit all expenses, credit all income. That is the nominal nature. Whereas the nature of capital expenditure is real. Real. Debit what comes in, credit what goes out. Real. The nature of such accounts, such expenses, capital expenditure and revenue expenditure. Capital expenditure, real in nature, revenue expenditure, nominal in nature. Okay? What is the purpose? I have told you in the beginning. Purpose of revenue expenditure is to meet day-to-day requirements of the business, to do regular expenses for daily routine activities of the business, whereas capital expenditure is for acquisition of new assets, new fixed tangible assets, acquisition of new fixed tangible assets, or it is for the increase in the earning capacity of the business so that the profits of the business are increased. Profits of the business are increased. That is all in this chapter. The chapter is over. This is a theoretical chapter just to give you the difference between the two, capital and revenue. Capital and revenue. There are few questions, only 4 practical questions in this, and they are to differentiate or to determine the different transactions as capital or revenue, both expenditure and receipts or income. Transaction will be given in the exam and you will be asked to identify it as capital expenditure, revenue expenditure, or capital receipt or revenue receipt, because this would help you to solve the numericals of the next chapter, which is financial statement. We are coming to the end of the syllabus. That is, last thing we would like to prepare is trading and profit and loss account and balance sheet. Every business firm wants to know at the end of the year what is the actual net profit or net loss, and what is the financial statement, means position, income statement and position statement. We will prepare in the chapters to come. That is financial statements. Financial statements means we will learn to prepare trading account and profit and loss account. We will also learn to prepare balance sheet of the firm. So trading and profit account, profit and loss account is a income statement or account which will give us net profit or loss of the firm during the year. Whereas balance sheet is a position statement which would help us to know about the assets and liabilities of the firm. So this we will learn in the next chapters to come, and for that the knowledge of this capital and revenue, expenditures and receipts is very important, because you should know which item will be placed in trading and profit and loss account and which item will be placed in balance sheet. The accounting treatment of each item, capital receipt, revenue receipt, capital expenditure and revenue expenditure, should be very clear to each and every student. Those who are absent, please inform them to be regular present because exams are fast approaching and they will suffer later on. Come back tomorrow again, same time. The timing is same every day. 11 a.m. sharp. Join the class, be regular and update your work. Submit your notebooks for correction. Again and again, you will not be asked for it. Later on, don't say that you did not know. Thank you. God bless all of you.